Hello everybody, it's Sephiroth Level 4 for another weekly update. I was originally going to wear Scribblenauts hat, but I decided not to. So today's update is not a very happy one, but what can you do? So, as you guys know, I've been receiving chemotherapy for treating cancer I have, neuroblastoma, adult neuroblastoma. Technically, it's a child cancer, but every so often adults get it, so I'm special. So I've been through 4 rounds of chemotherapy so far, and what we've been doing is we've been using like really tough chemotherapy agents, just trying to hit the cancer really hard, and see if we can beat it back a little. So this past week I went to get some scans, MRI, and a scan called an MIBG, which is like they inject a radioactive compound, and then it shows up on this special machine that scans you specifically for neuroblastoma, which is kind of cool that they have something that specifically targets neuroblastoma, and it shows up. So on Wednesday and Thursday, I got a full body MRI, and normally that's not such a horrible thing, but when you're 6'4" and they have to take all the MRIs in bits and pieces of your body since you don't fit in the whole machine, I was in the MRI strapped in because for some of the tests I couldn't move an inch. I wasn't allowed to move at all. I had to actually hold my breath while they took some of the scans. I was in there for 3 hours straight. So if you've ever had an MRI before, you're pretty much in a white coffin. It's a tube, but it's more like the ceiling is just a couple inches in front of your face, and there's no room on the sides, with horribly loud noises around you. So imagine being in that for 3 hours. And the next day's scan, the MIBG wasn't too bad. It's more open. It only took about an hour, and they let me watch a movie. I watched The Mask, but anyway. So we got the results of the test, and we went to see the doctor that day also to talk about them. And turns out that the chemotherapy that we've been using has not been effective. It's not very effective. The cancer has not spread, which is good, but it has not died. It is in all the same places it was, and the 2 large tumors that not large, well, I guess they are big. The 2 large tumors that I have, one on my right hip, and one by my spleen somewhere back here, actually look like they've grown a little bit. So we have to change pace. It doesn't mean that the plan that everything has been derailed, because with cancer you can never really you don't have a specific well, this is what we're going to do and it works, because that's not how cancer works. You have a wide array of options, and the doctor says, okay, so this is the best option, so we'll go for it. If that doesn't work, we'll go for the plan B, plan C, plan D, plan E, etc. So we've still got some tricks left up our sleeves for this. So hopefully the next thing will work. It's not everybody's different. The doctor says that the cancer responds differently in different people. So one way works amazingly with one person and doesn't work at all with another, and vice versa. So what we're going to be doing is I'm going to be receiving smaller doses of chemo than I was. On one hand, to give me a bit of a break from the pounding I've got, because it might not have done much to the cancer, but it's been really horrible on me. I've lost over 40 pounds in the past couple of months, just from being unable to eat, from nausea and things like that. I haven't really got out of the house because I haven't had any strength. I haven't recorded any videos, as you guys have noticed. My blood counts have been consistently low, so things like this happen where I have low platelets. So if someone sticks me with a needle, this was for an IV they stuck in my arm when I got the MRI, to put a contrast. They put like a special dye in your blood, and it makes everything shine better on the MRI. So so that was a whole bruise, and it was actually darker yesterday, but I have low platelet counts, so because of the chemo. So any little cut or bruise I get, bleeds out quite a bit. The IV needle was this tiny little thing, but still just went. So it's bad. So the way that the chemo is going to be working now, instead of me staying in the hospital for a week, I'm going to be going there, hopefully starting next week. It's still going to be a week, and then 2 weeks without, and then a week and 2 weeks that I could still recover a bit more. But I'm going to be going there, getting the chemo, and then coming home each day for 5 days. And I'm also what I'm also going to be doing is they're putting me on a clinical trial of a new drug that they hope can that looks like it's a clinical trial, so they can't say it does or doesn't. But in laboratory tests, it has done very well against neuroblastoma. So, and especially coupled with the chemo that I'm going to be getting, it looks like it has the best chance right now of helping me. So, I'm going to be doing this clinical trial, and the doctor said, we don't know what the effects are going to be. Well, part of the clinical trial is to see side effects, see, dosage, things like that. So, but he wouldn't put me on this unless he thought that it would also help. It's not just not just to test out the drug. It's also to actually try to do something. So he said I could be on this anywhere from a month to 2 years. I'm leaning more towards the longer the longer section of this, because my chemo seems to enjoy sticking around. Not my chemo, my cancer seems to enjoy sticking around. But since I'm going to be on less of a a lower dosage of chemo, it should give me more strength in general over the next few months to make videos and to try to be a bit more active. So that's good news for you guys. Here's hoping that the new chemo stuff is effective. And that's about it. I got Mario and Luigi Dream Team last week. That was very fun. I didn't beat it yet. I think it's a very long game. I got the guidebook too because I like guidebooks. And it's actually like this, like that shape. I actually don't like when they make tiny guidebooks, but it's a very long game apparently. But yeah, also thinking of getting a PS3 this week. So if you have any games you want to recommend, please do. Anyway, that's it for the weekly update. Hopefully good news in the future. Hopefully good news. So, yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye, everybody. Bye-bye.